Hello, good peoples of the interwebs. This is Marco Lawrence from Natural Pengu, and today I'm super excited to do some prequels for our up-and-coming mystery campaign. And today at the studio we have with us Emma. How are you doing?
I'm good. I've had a bit of a chaotic morning, but I'm doing good now. And
yes. You? I'm good. Chaos all around, I think, as well. So it's what's up these days. But yes, we have the privilege of actually seeing your freshly created character in action today.
Yeah, she is, it's going to be exciting. I finished her last night, so we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah. All right, so I think without further ado, shall we jump in?
Absolutely.
Okay, any final wishes, requests, or words?
Nope, just throw it at me.
All right. So, let's go.
Yes.
The tall statues of Jessa Larung and Tirathan Yagare look down on you as you pass between them on your way towards the main entrance of the University of Korvosa. It is late afternoon and you are walking against the stream of students who have finished their studies for the day. The scroll delivered to you was specific and to the point. The Black Hall, 11th hour of the day, come alone. Your special services will be compensated. Embedded to the wax seal was one exquisite tiny pearl, worth at least a handful of gold pieces from the right buyer. You walk through the front gates. More than a few heads turn in surprise as the students and faculty members see you marching through their campus with such out-of-place confidence. You consider taking a shortcut across the meticulously trimmed Black Hall lawn, but change your mind as you notice the "Keep Off the Grass" signs and hear a few voices raised in protest. You approach the closed black marble doors of the Black Hall and raise your hand to the knocker. Could you describe yourself, please?
Yes. In front of you, you see a slightly above average tall woman. She has pasty, pale skin. It looks like she hasn't seen the sun in a very long time. She has short, tousled, raven black hair. And if you look closely, she has one blue and one black eye. She is wearing black leather pants and a pair of black leather boots that look very soft and subtle, like supple. On top, she's wearing a high neck black flowy blouse that's held in place with a black harness. And on one of the straps of the harnesses, she has this long silver pin, almost needle-like pin, with a very ornate, beautiful top to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super, thank you.
You're
All right. So, I presume you knock on the door?
I do. Mm-hmm. I do knock on the door.
The sun is setting and the darkness is falling on the campus, and you wait for a while, and nothing happens.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I want to see if the door's open.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try to open the door.
Mm-hmm. All right. It is actually locked.
Okay. I want to investigate the lock.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is this the first roll?
Maybe.
Of the prequels?
Maybe.
Okay. Let's do a little thievery check, shall we?
Yes. It is. Ooh.
Yes, you recognize the make and model and even the manufacturer of this lock. So, yes, it would be within your skill sets to open it if you so wish.
I'm gonna start thumbing on my thievery tools and then I'm gonna knock again.
Okay. So knock again. After a while, just as you're about to take your lockpicks out of your pockets, you hear this rattling on the other side of the door. And then the lock clicks open, much to your disappointment, since you felt like it would have been a nice little exercise to pick this particular lock. And then the door creaks slowly open. The door opens into an entrance hall built from black marble. And in front of you, you see a gangly man dressed up smartly, looking at you down at the length of his nose, and says, "Welcome to Korvosa University Black Hall, Miss
Tova.
Miss Tova. Follow me, please."
Okay. I'll follow him.
And he turns around and starts walking towards another set of black marble doors of the black hall that are at the end of the entrance hall. He walks to them, looks at you from behind his shoulder, and then opens the black marble doors into some kind of an auditorium. You see rows and rows of chairs, and in the front you see this pulpit on a small stage, and the room appears to be empty. The chairs are black. The pulpit is black, and you see only small windows that sparsely interrupt the monotonous blackness of the walls around this auditorium. The doors are open in front of you. The valet seems to be waiting for you to enter. What do you want to do?
Do you have any idea what this is about? Could you give me a little bit of a hint?
The lady will explain.
The lady?
The lady.
Why is everyone so cryptic? Okay, I'll just walk on in. Sneak, like, stealthily walk in.
Okay. In the entrance hall, as you walk in, without using much of your skill set, every step made a huge echo ring through the entrance hall. But here now, you very quickly adjusted to your environment, and you can place your feet just right on the black marble tiles of the auditorium floor, and you can, with cat-like grace, tiptoe through the auditorium to its pews and chairs towards the front, where the pulpit sits on the dais. Still, it appears to be empty. There are these lanterns hung from the walls that create surprisingly cold light into this space. It is a very, very stark and solemn room. The doors creak and clang closed behind you, and you find yourself alone in this big room. What do you want to do?
I want to go up to one of the lanterns and just look at it. Is it real flame?
As much as you can tell, it is a real flame, but the color it is very white for some reason.
Okay.
You don't know if it's fueled by some strange substance that makes the flame behave this way, but it adds that very, very cold feeling to this room.
Can I, move around the space and find close to the pulpit, but like not right up against it, like a shadowy place where I can like crouch down and just like wait.
Oh.
Lay in wait.
Okay.
And hide.
Absolutely.
It's too bright in here.
Yes. So you find in the front there are these rows of pews, and there you can find a nice nook.
Okay.
Are you crouching on the floor or kind of?
If I stand up, am I still in the shadow, or do I have to crouch down too?
Let's say that there is a corner.
Okay, yeah, I'll just like stand like leaning.
One of the lanterns has turned off.
Okay, yes, that's where I'm going.
Yes, as it happens. Yes. All right. Now, from the wall opposite to where you are standing, a door opens. Mm-hmm. Can you make a stealth roll so I know a little bit how visible you are? 11? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. So, this woman floats through the doors. The words that come to mind when you look at this woman are pearls and wrinkles. She is an old woman, at least in human years, and you can see it clearly on her face. She carries herself with royal confidence. She's wearing large pearl earrings. A pearl bracelet adorns her wrist. A pearl necklace is around her neck, and her black dress is adorned again with pearl buttons. Her pearly white hair is a stark contrast to the blackness in the space. And in her hand, she delicately holds this pearl-framed glasses. As she looks into the space, slightly confused first, through those glasses, trying to locate perhaps you. Mm-hmm. But at first, she cannot find you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna just like take a beat and just like take her in a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna like spin out of like do news out of the space, and then just like do a very deep curtsy in front of her.
Okay.
With a very like, I don't know, stupid look on my face. Just be like,
well, that was a fancy entrance if I've ever seen one.
Well, fancy entrance for a fancy lady.
Oh, well, nevertheless, thank you for answering my summons, Tova, at least currently known as Tova.
What do you mean by that?
I think you know what I mean by that.
I just look at her. What do you want?
I wish. She turns around and looks at the space around her. That life was often, or all the time, like this room. Black and white. Clear. No gray areas. That is what I wish.
Okay.
But right now, unfortunately, I find myself in a position where I'm firmly and solidly in this grayness.
And you want me to help you get out of this grayness?
Perhaps. Indeed. Yes, you are correct. The matter at hand is unpleasant. I want to make clear this is not a regular habit of mine.
That's what everyone says.
Yes. She's a smart one, people told me. That is good. Well, you realize from my summons, I have a task for you.
Yeah?
There is a certain someone that I need displaced.
Okay. Well, I live my life in greatness. So, just tell me what to do. But also, I don't do things for free.
Yes. I am aware that she really struggles to get these words out. You haven't, my sources say you haven't done this type of thing since you left your previous place of residence.
I have not, but it's also what I'm good at. It's not a skill that you lose.
Yes. Oh, how rude of me. I have not introduced myself. My name is... do you know me? Do you know who I am?
No.
Ah, how refreshing. I am Lady Elysia.
Elysia. Okay. I don't
I'm the
care.
headmistress of this university.
Oh, well, good for you.
As we move forward with this arrangement, let me make clear to you that my contacts, if anything is to happen to me or any unfavorable information is spread on the streets of Korvosa, or any other place for that matter, about this particular arrangement of ours, my people are ready to talk to some people that I am sure you do not want to know.
Are you threatening me?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Cool. Just like, speak plainly. Also, why do you think I would spread this around when I'm the one who's going to kill someone?
I confess there are not many things in my life that I'm new at and inexperienced at. But this, I confess, is new territory.
I can tell.
I have postponed the inevitable for long enough. She's clearly flustered. This person,
husband, lover, ex-lover?
a nuisance.
Oh.
A vermin. This man.
Well,
is preying.
obviously it's a man. It's always a man.
This man is kidnapping children.
Oh.
From reputable sailors working on my ships. Halfling sailors.
Okay.
This man is kidnapping their children and selling them to slavery. To slave fighting arenas. Who knows what is going on? This cannot stand on my watch. I have tried to pursue this avenue through official channels, but all I find are dead ends. And
where can I find him? I just stare
straight
blankly at
to
her.
the point, I like this. My sources say he likes to visit a certain inn.
Oh, a brothel?
No, in this, I wouldn't be surprised, but tonight he will be at the Bard's End.
The Bard's End?
The Bard's End.
Okay. That's a lot of people there.
It is one of the largest inns in Korvosa, but with your special skill sets, I'm sure you will find the way.
Oh, I always find a way. Do you know if he's staying there?
he has a taste for the finer arts. Performers come far and wide to Bard's End to show their skill, dream of a better life. But I am sidetracking. This man, Hal Belba, calls himself a lord. He's not a lord. He has not even met a lord. Well, maybe he has, but he has no right to call himself a lord. He will be there. And can you imagine? He's a halfling himself.
I've never killed a halfling. I wonder if they... Do you want this done quietly, or do you want to make an example of him?
I want this done.
Just done.
Do we understand each other?
Yeah. I killed the halfling. You give me money.
Yes.
Super. That's all I need to know.
Very well.
I take half up front and half when the job's done.
I do not perceive this. I apologize. I do not carry... My research tells me that the going rate for this sort of an arrangement would be 30 gold.
35.
Very well.
Cool.
You can talk to my man on your way out.
Oh, the tall, gangly one?
You could describe him like that, yes.
I will. And he'll give me the money?
He will make the arrangements. I do not bother myself with such detail.
And do I come back here once it's done?
Yes.
Do I just knock? Will someone actually open the door this time?
Yes.
Okay. I will curtsy again. And then I'll turn around and start walking away.
Yes. You will get this done.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
Ah. Very well. Very well. And you carry on walking.
Mm-hmm.
And you reach the doors at the back of the auditorium. They are closed.
They're locked?
No.
Okay. I will open them. Do I see the man anywhere?
The man is there waiting right outside the door.
Sir? Can I call you sir? Are you a sir?
No, I am not a sir.
What's your name?
My name? What is that of concern to you?
Well, you're supposed to pay me. I'd like to know the people who pay me.
My name is Len.
Len? Lem.
Len.
Len. Okay, cool. Give me my money. The lady said you would pay me.
And how much did Lady Laurent...
35. But half now. And half later.
I will make the decision to trust you on this. If you tell me the wrong figures and Lady Laurent reveals to me that you have swindled me, the consequences are not going to be pleasant.
Are you threatening me? Do you know who I am?
I merely state the facts.
You wouldn't even have time to blink before you would be dead.
And then...
I would not threaten me.
And then I would
And then
die.
what?
And the armies of House Laurent will descend upon you, raining blood and horror upon you and anyone you ever held dear.
Have you seen me?
I am looking at you right at this very moment.
I disappear.
I understand. Oh, very well. This is a useless exercise.
Truly.
I am only saying...
Oh, you do a lot of talking. Just give me the money.
Fine. One more chance. You said 35. Is this correct?
Yes.
Very well. And he starts digging through his pockets and finds a pouch and then slowly counts Path of 35. How would you want this to be solved? Give you...
Just give me 20 now and 15 later, or 15 now and 20 later.
15 it is. And it counts 15 and gives them to you.
Thank you. And I'll just walk away.
Okay. So you walk out of the black hall. And sun has set. The campus grounds are empty. You know your way to the Bard's End.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do before you head down that way?
No. I want to head towards the Bard's End.
The Bard's End is at the south shore of Korvosa, if I remember correctly. I'm new to Korvosa, but anyways. It is a bit of a trek, bit of a walk, but you're not foreign to traveling by foot quickly through the streets of Korvosa. It is rather pleasant compared to your previous location, which you try and keep hidden from anyone, including the viewers.
Yes.
Korvosa is a beautiful city, mostly. Decorated rooftops, beautiful bridges, and many an ancient ruin and a monument are scattered around the city. Every corner you turn, you discover something new and exciting. It's a very, very different world from what you were used to as a child in your quad. So you make your way and you find yourself soon at the Bard's End Inn.
Yes.
Rocker sounds are heard from the inn. Sound of a lute and very smooth voice is ringing in the streets outside the inn. Some people are talking jovially outside, holding pints of ale and having a good time. It seems like a busy night. What do you want to do?
I want to walk the perimeter. Can I walk the perimeter, or is it like an attached?
Yeah, it's a rather large building, so you can actually go around.
Okay, I want to walk around it and see if there are more entrances than just the front.
There's quite a few.
Okay.
So it seems this large establishment has one door at least on all directions.
Oh, wow. Okay. And do I have a sense that all the doors lead into, like, the main hall? Or is there any one, like, that will lead into the back of the establishment?
When you go around to the very back, you see garbage bins filled with waste from the kitchens and things like that. And you suspect that will go into the areas that are mostly occupied by the inn staff, kitchen and service staff and those kinds of things.
Cool. And on the sides, is there an entrance that is less busy?
Yes, there is one, definitely. That it doesn't have the crowds in front of it. You can see through the window of that door the warmth of potentially a fireplace flickering, what you would suspect would be the common room in there. So you suspect that door would actually lead at least close to the common room.
Okay. I would like to see if that door is open.
To your delight, it is.
Nice.
And a little bit of a disappointment because you still have not used your lockpicking skills today.
I would like to slowly open the door and just like walk in as unassumingly as possible.
Okay. You open the door, it opens into this very, very short corridor. And then that corridor opens very quickly into the large common room of the Bard's End Inn. It is, as said, the Korvosa's largest inn. You know that it is a place to stay, but also a lot of people visit just to enjoy the performing arts here. On the stage, very quickly, you see a very curious man with honey-colored hair, and from this distance, you're not quite sure if you see correctly, but he seemed to be having hooves instead of feet, that he's stomping on the small stage in time with his current tune. He plays his lute and sings something furious on that relatively small stage that dominates the common room. The folk in the hall seem to try their hardest actually to ignore the performer and focus on ale and conversation instead. Apart from one person. You can very clearly see this fiery red turban jiggling above a table right in front of the stage as its owner drunkenly heckles the performer. You scan the room and yes, it is full of people.
What was the name of the halfling again?
Hal Belba.
Hal Belba. Okay. Is it crowded to the point where it's like going to be hard to move around the space, or is it like?
People are sitting at their tables, so it's kind of easy to weave through this crowd.
Okay.
It is not like a jam-packed bard convention concert.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I do know those bard conventions.
Yes.
Can I see if there is a table or a chair close to Hal Balba? But not like right up, like not at his table, but like close to it.
Yes. I just realized, good viewers, I forgot that actually Lady Larung actually described to you.
Okay, what he looks like. Okay, cool.
Yes.
So I know exactly what he looks like.
Yes. So
Super.
So you know that.
So I know that the turban is.
Yes, that's his.
Super.
Yeah.
Well, that makes my life much easier.
Okay. So yeah, you wanted to find a place to sit close by.
Yes, I just want to see if there's a place close by.
There is a kind of a very small table and a chair free next to the wall, kind of far away from the stage, where you could sit.
Okay.
By yourself.
I'd like to go up to the bar. Can I see what he's drinking? Like what type of glass he is using?
He is using this very kind of tall wine glass, and he seems to be one of the few people sipping on wine, or in his case, he's actually gulping glasses of wine down, one after the other, and he has quite a few arrayed in front of him on the table there.
Nice. So I'll go up to the bar. Could you pour me a glass of wine, please?
Oh, wine, what kind?
Whatever the halfling's drinking.
The halfling? Yes. Okay, fine. He doesn't really care, does he? But, yes, this is his recent one. And he takes out a bottle and then pours you a glass.
And then I will give him... I will slide over 10 gold. And I'll go and just keep him drinking.
His eyes are huge when he sees the money, and very quickly swipes the money from the countertop into his pouches and very eagerly nods. Yes, absolutely. Anything else you would need, lady?
I just do this, and then I walk away.
Yes, absolutely, lady.
And I'll walk, and I'll sit in the chair that you described.
Okay. Can you make a perception roll for me?
Yes. It was a 25.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So as you sit on the chair, you notice just a few feet or meters, whatever measurement you prefer. You notice a tall figure standing in the shadows, leaning against the same wall that you're sitting next to. And you swear under your breath as this person is keeping a close eye on Lord Belba. And you recognize a Shoanti bodyguard when you see one. This won't be as easy as you thought. What do you want to do?
This bodyguard a lot bigger than me.
Yes.
Okay.
She has shaven all her hair. She's proudly showing her Shoanti tattoos on her face. She's wearing this fur-lined leather pauldrons, and she has this obsidian necklace around her neck, and she has these very intense blue eyes that you can see clearly even in this dim lit space of the common room of the Bard's End Inn.
Do I recognize her?
No, okay. You do not. You see that the bartender is taking a full bottle of wine to the table where Hal Belba is sitting, and Hal Belba says, "Well, thanks. Keep it coming, young man. And you, musician, you, play something good for a change. You call that music? Ha!"
I'm going to... I'm going to walk up to him.
To Hal?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm going to grab my glass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, try to fix my hair a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Look a little bit more presentable. And I'm going to go up to him. Is there a chair at his table?
Yes.
I'm going to sit down. I'm going to, look at him. And then we go, I'm drinking the wine that you are drinking, and I have to tell you that it is so good. You have such a great taste in wine.
Well, thank you, miss, thank you.
You're welcome. My name's Sarah.
Hello, Sarah?
What's your name?
My name is Hal, Lord Hal.
Lord Hal? Oh my goodness, I have never spoken to a lord before. What are you lord over?
I'm lord over my enterprise, my business.
Wow.
I deal in precious jewels and stones and...
Oh my god, I love jewels.
Yes. Yes.
Do you have any on you I can look at?
Well, you can see one. The emerald on my turban. You see the green emerald there?
So beautiful.
He kind of leans towards you, and on his turban there's this big, massive emerald.
Slowly just reach out to him and just caress that side of his neck and along his ear and just And then stop.
Lady? No.
I'm sorry. I just get so forward when I see beautiful people.
Beautiful. Yes, lady. You are beautiful. I'm sorry I said that, but it's the wine.
I know, this wine is amazing. Are you staying here by any chance? I don't want to be too forward, but you never know.
Today I was just visiting, but staying can be arranged.
Well then...
More wine!
Yes, please!
And he takes the bottle and pours you more wine.
And I'll just pretend to sip it. Oh, it's so good. You have such fine taste. But of course you do, you're Lord. If you don't mind me being too forward, wouldn't you maybe want to bring this wine upstairs so we could be alone and maybe talk about your jewels and stones and your enterprise? We don't have to. I'm sorry. I can leave if you want. I just couldn't help myself.
Yes. Yes. Let's bring the bottle.
Yes.
Yes. Let me just go and talk to the man at the counter so he can arrange us the best room in the house.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Yes, I will be right back. Do not disappear on me now.
I am not going to move an inch.
Oh, very well. I will be back. And then he shuffles towards the counter and starts talking to the bartender there. What do you want to do while you're waiting at the table?
I want to just see how the bodyguard has been react. Is she on guard or is she just whatever?
She seems to be just bored.
Okay. So she's not what is going on? Who is this woman?
She is.
She doesn't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look at her from the corner of your eyes, and she's just kind of, shaking her head a little bit.
Okay.
In disgust.
Super.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit here and pretend to sip my wine. So if he looks back, it doesn't look like I'm just waiting.
All right. So, yes, soon Hal comes back to the table, turban bobbing drunkenly as he weaves his way through the tables in the common room where the bards end in, and then finally comes to the table, leans on it with both hands, and with a wine-smelling foul breath whispers in your ear, "I am ready."
Okay, show me the way.
And he kind of dangles in front of you this golden key.
Oh,
wow. And giggles a little bit, so let's go. Let's go.
And I'll follow him.
And then he walks towards the side of the common room, or the opposite side where the bodyguard is.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the bodyguard is kind of reluctantly starting to follow from a distance.
Okay.
And he finds a staircase there, starts walking up, stumbles a little bit, and then regains his composure and giggles a little bit. And then carries on walking up the stairs. You follow?
Yeah, I follow.
You go up quite a few flights of stairs, it seems like, to the third floor. And there he then moves very confidently towards this door that has this gilded frame and puts the key into this lock. You can see with your trained eye that this is mainly just fake paint. It looks nice and fancy, but gold It is not.
Yeah.
He opens the door, and then with a flourish and a bob of his turban, he shows you inside. You now notice that he's wearing this wine-stained white shirt. Fiery red/orange seems to be his thing. So he has this orange vest on top of the shirt and these very, very large baggy trousers that are kind of flopping about as he moves with his halfling legs around the space, presenting you the opulent, level of room that you now see in front of you as he opened the door. He's the type of a halfling that seemed to have enjoyed a few breakfasts in his time, to the point where really he has no neck, and his chin has also kind of disappeared into this wobbly thing that is lolling between his head and his torso. He is clean shaven, and seems like there is no hair under that turban of his. And now he is a little awkwardly standing in the middle of the room, having his hands resting on his large belly and twiddling his thumbs. And then he says, what now, lady?
This room is so beautiful. I feel like such a special girl right now. Should we have a picnic on the bed?
A picnic on the bed?
Yes.
A picnic on the bed?
Or in this case, just wine.
No, well, that sounds like a picnic to me.
I'll just cat-likely jump onto the bed.
Yes.
Sorry, do you need... No, sorry, go ahead.
But yes, yes, and then he jumps onto the bed as well, not as gracefully as you did, but anyways, the whole frame shakes for a while, but then it settles, and there you are, sitting on the bed, both of you, with a bottle of wine in between yourselves.
Do you mind taking... I would love to see your head.
My head?
Yes.
Ah.
I can give you a scalp massage.
A scalp massage?
It seems like you have so much work. You're working all the time, and you have this big enterprise, so you must be very stressed all the time. So I can just give you a very nice scalp massage, and it's going to relax you. And then you can tell me all about your enterprise and all your jewels.
Yes, please. And then he kind of lays down.
You can just lay in my lap.
Yeah, on your lap, and then quite reluctantly takes off his turban and then places it very carefully next to him on
I'm
the
not
bed.
going to touch it, I promise.
Yes. It is a very rare specimen of a turban, I can tell you.
It is
but I will tell you all
beautiful.
about it.
Yes.
I will tell you all about it. But yes, please, a scalp massage.
Does he have any hair, or is it just
It's a bold,
clean shaven?
Bold, clean shaven.
You have such a beautiful skull. I'm sorry if that sounds a little weird, but...
No, not at all. I get that all the time.
My father was a doctor and a scientist, and he was very interested in how people's heads were shaped, and you have a very beautifully shaped head.
Really?
Yes.
Tell me all about it.
It is so symmetrical and beautiful, and I'll just start feeling around his head. And massaging it and trying to,
I always suspected my skull was a very special skull.
It is very special.
Yes.
You should not be hiding it under that turban, but you do have a very beautiful turban, so it would be a hard choice either to wear the turban or just be your natural beautiful self.
Yes, please. Could you could you massage a little bit to the right, please?
Yes, of course.
There. Yes. Lovely.
So I saw that you have this beautiful tall woman following around. Is that your wife?
Oh, no.
Because I couldn't. It would hurt me so much if you had a wife. I'd just be so sad that you were taken.
Oh, no, absolutely not. A person of my importance, naturally, you understand, you see, I have to take care of my security. There are people out there who would want to jeopardize my business pursuits, and that is why I have to hire a person like, those Shoanti people. They are...
Oh, yeah, they're terrible.
Yes.
They are such savages.
But when it comes to certain skill sets, violence, those kinds of things, they know their business in that sense, and I do appreciate people who know their business, you see. So yeah, I have hired her. She's merely working for me.
Okay.
Nothing.
Because she did make me a little bit uneasy. She won't come in here, will she?
Renita would never intrude.
Okay. Because
not that I have done this type of thing before.
Of course
ever,
not.
Never.
I would
naturally.
never. I would never think that.
But I can tell you with certain amount of confidence and perhaps experience that Renita would regret walking in on a situation like this. Not to be presumptuous that this is any kind of a situation, but yes, a little bit to the right.
Of course. Yeah. No, that just makes me so happy because her presence did make me feel a little bit uneasy, but just knowing that she won't come in is making me feel a little bit better. No. I will slowly start thumbing on the long needle thing that I have on my in my harness.
So lady,
yes?
What shall I call you? I realize I haven't introduced myself, and you haven't introduced yourself, and I know how passion can take over, but yes, I would like to know more about you, perhaps a little bit.
Oh, I'm just an unassuming little farm girl. My name is Sarah.
Hello, Sarah. My name is Hal.
It's nice to meet you. I grew up in a beautiful home with my brothers and my sisters and my parents. And
oh, lovely. Thank you. Yes, Hal is a short for halfling. It's kind of clever, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And Belba. Did you know that on halfling speak? Do you speak halfling?
I don't. I only speak the one language.
It means beautiful.
Thank you.
So, beautiful halfling.
Oh, okay.
I swear I did not give that name to myself.
No, of course not. You were probably born beautiful.
Yes. You see, but you were talking about your background.
Yeah, so I had this really idyllic. It was beautiful we had fought this beautiful farm.
I see, but have you seen my turban?
I have, and it's amazing. Can you tell me more about that? I will tell you about that emerald.
Yes, let me tell you about the emerald. And he starts kind of slowly taking off the emerald very carefully from the front of the turban. What do you want to do?
I want to pull out the needle point, and I want to jab it as fast as I can underneath his ear.
Okay.
Up his skull.
All right. Yes. Attack roll, I guess. But this is like a sneak attack, isn't it?
This is a sneak attack.
All right.
I just got really nervous all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Do I roll dagger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
And then sneak attack.
26.
Yeah, I rolled a 26.
Yeah.
And then I have an extra 1d6 precision damage.
Can we just pause a little bit here? I'll look at this result. It was a natural 20. Right?
Yeah.
Just when it matters.
Just when I need it.
You're all natural 20. Okay.
It's the first natural 20 of the...
Yes, it is, of the prequels.
prequels.
Wow, and what a moment for it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I needed that.
Oh my goodness, you saw it here. Okay, so can you describe how do you want to do this?
So this needle that I'm wearing, it's about a 20 centimeter long silver hat pin, which is very sharp. And there's this soft spot right behind the ear where she just like shoves it at a particular angle, so it like destroys the connection between the skull and the neck. So if you sever that, you die immediately.
Okay. Yeah. Hal, when it comes to hit points and those kinds of things, I don't think he has many.
Okay.
If you want, you can throw some damage if you want, but I can pretty much guarantee that you are successful.
Thank you.
With the job. So you jab the hat pin in. Goes in exactly as planned. And in the mid-phrase of, I would like to tell you more about this emerald. And he collapses onto your lap.
Cool. I'm gonna like move him off. I'm first gonna pull my hat pin out. And because of the precision of the hat pin, there is there's very, very minimal blood. Like you can barely tell that. Unless you really look for the puncture wound, you can't really tell. So I'm gonna move him off my lap, and I'm gonna start like undressing him. I'm gonna take his shoes off, his coat off, and place everything very neat. Well, I don't know. I'm just gonna strew it around the room.
Okay.
As if we just like ran around throwing our clothes off, and then I'm gonna put him in bed.
Okay. Yes, you managed to do that. It is. He was quite heavy for a halfling, so but yes, it was
all the while,
sweaty work.
Yeah, and all the while I do this, I like keep giggling and like making noises. So if his bodyguard is outside, she would hear me like giggling and
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You are successful in arranging it exactly as you described.
And then I want to sneak out the window.
You want to sneak out the window. Yes. Okay. Climbing out of the window is not a big deal for you. So it is a third floor. You're not afraid of the heights either. So you scarper down the window. Luckily, it seems like this window was on the more calm side of the inn. So none seem to have noticed you climbing down. And you find yourself on the street outside in the shadows, looking at the Bard's End Inn, where still that man is singing something furious. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. You walk away into the night of the Korvosa city. And I think this is where we end our adventure today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds like sounds good.
All right. Cool. Okay. So, yes.
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
No. There are aspects of her that came out that I didn't really know were there. But,
Yes.
It's always fun.
Yes.
In the moment.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it took an unexpected turn. I did not see this coming.
I did not see that coming either.
This was really exciting. So yes, that was the prequel adventure for Tova Crowgust. Can you say that so I don't murder the name?
Crowgust.
Crowgust. Okay. Crowgust. No,
yes.
I'm gonna stop saying it because I need to go home and practice how to say that name. So you people of the interwebs, go home and practice saying the name also.
Yes.
And yes, more prequels will be coming soon your way, and then look out for information when it comes to the start of our campaign.
Yeah.
And yes, super exciting. So I guess it's good time to say goodbye.
Yep. Goodbye.
Bye bye.